Hello Cheerleaders family, welcome back to another video. And in this video I was actually about to head out, but I felt called to talk about this before I head out. So I'm going to share with you guys a testimony that happened to me. I'm going to talk about how God provides in supernatural ways that you wouldn't even expect. Things happen for a reason. You have to trust the process. You have to trust whatever God is bringing you through. You have to trust that He sees more than we do. He wouldn't bring you through something if He wasn't going to bring you out of it. He wouldn't be bringing you through something if you weren't going to learn something from it. I had been saving up for a pedicure chair since December. And on May, that was when I had like this little angel that I was like putting money inside that I couldn't take money out from at all because it had no openings at all. So on May I decided to break it, and I ended up saving around $1,100 in there from all my tips. And I gathered that money, and I was super happy because I had been saving up for a pedicure chair. So with that money, I was finally going to be able to get that pedicure chair. So uh, that day, I remember I went to the bank to deposit that money. And from there, I went to go wash my car like I normally did every day. Like after there, I was gonna go take my client. So that's what I had planned on doing that day. I was like in between the yellow lanes, are like in between the roads, like to be able to turn. And so I had to wait for a car that was in front of me to go first because they were there first, right? And long story short, they crashed into me. This lady crashed into me. I called 911 quickly, and all she did was smoke a cigarette, which was pretty weird, right? And so when the cops arrived there, she actually lied and told the cops that I had everything that she did, like her coming to me and crashing onto me. She basically said that I did it. She was older than me. She was like around 50, early 50 or early 40s or so. I remember just thinking like why did this happen? I was actually doubting God, like for a second I thought like, am I really like an evil person? Why did this happen to me? Like, do I deserve this? And so I have to be honest, I doubted for a moment. I doubted God for a moment. I said, God, you knew how long I have been wanting to get this pedicure chair and how long it took me to save for this pedicure chair. And my car, God, like, you know how much I take care of my things, like, why did this have to happen to me? Like, and honestly, it was like so random. Like, I couldn't even back out either, or I couldn't even like, turn my car a certain way or something for her to not hit it because it was so quick and unexpected. Like, she was literally looking at me the whole time before crashing onto me. So I wasn't really, thinking that that would happen, or I really didn't think that that would happen. So I called my grandparents, I remember at that moment, and they weren't here. They were actually on a trip, and the only one I could call on was my uncle. And my uncle, he helped me right away. He told me what to do right after. My car did get towed as well because my insurance had been expired. I hadn't renewed my insurance and I wasn't aware that it was expired. So their policy, like the cops policy, is like, even if it's the other person's fault, like if you have no insurance, your car is getting towed away. So I had to pay for the towing. I had to pay for I got a ticket for no insurance. And what else did I have to pay? I had to pay something else. So I paid for the towing and I paid for the ticket. I had no money left. The money that I had been saving up for my pedicure, it was gone. I had to pay all those things, right? So, it went away like water, like, water on a stream. It was long gone, like sand in your hands. I doubted God, you know. Then I started to realize, like, hey, like, at least I'm alive. Like, at least it wasn't, you know, to a point where ended up in a wheelchair, or I ended up, you know, in bed rest, had to be in bed rest, you know. Like, I didn't have to go through any of those things. So I started to thank God, you know, because of that, because at the end of the day, it was all materialistic, right? And then I had another friend tell me her testimony too of a car crash that she was involved in as well. And her testimony like made me realize, like, oh my gosh, like my car crash wasn't as near as bad as like my friends, you know. So it made me even more thankful for God, because he didn't even, like, it was really like not even that bad, and I was crying like a baby, you know, because of it. But I just want to show you guys. So this is a check. This is a check that I received. As you guys can see, it's for $5,157, you guys. Literally God multiplied that. Literally God multiplied that. He said, I'm not doubling it. I'm like five tripling it. I don't know how you say like the five tripling. God really multiplied that, you guys. And this is now in September. So May, June, July, August, September. That was 5 months. That was only 5 months that God needed to, you know, multiply that. And I just need to keep trusting him, because I could have easily said, oh, I'm not gonna go to church no more. I'm not gonna talk to my clients no more about God. Oh, I'm not gonna be on my prayer no more. I'm not gonna, you know, I could have easily thrown the towel away. But I decided to keep on being faithful and keep on putting him first and keep on trusting, even if the circumstances weren't looking as to how I wish they would have been looking, or weren't in my expectations. The circumstances that I was in, the path that I was in at that moment, it felt nothing like what God had spoken over my life. But I still kept on being faithful, and that's what faithfulness is about. You have to trust God in the good and the bad, in the low, in the bottom, in the rock bottom, in the high. You have to praise him. You have to surrender it all to him, and he will always be there for you. He will make sure that you are provided for. Look at the birds. Even the birds, they don't even reap or sow, but God still provides for them. So you're not less than the birds. But I just wanted to share that testimony with you guys, and I just want to reassure you that everything's going to be fine, that you have to keep on trusting him. You have to keep on trusting God's plan, whether, you know, you like it or not. But that was it for this video. Bye. I gotta head out now.